Congratulations! You have won immunity from this week's nominations. Yours truly, Big Brother.
You guys, is this matter that caused serious problem between, would I say between Ike and Messi? Not really between Ike and Messi, but this is what got Ike talking. This particular situation, this particular video, and I'm going to explain to you guys everything that led to this video that you just saw. Let me just wait for a few people to join, then we'll confirm if the audio quality is okay, and then we can forge ahead. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, so let's just forge ahead. So like I said, that video is what caused what brought up the whole Ike situation. And what happened was that Big Brother told them to Big Brother put some envelopes in the house and told them to do a search for it, right? And it was two envelopes, and he told them that what the content in the envelope would contain immunity, right? So Messi was the first person to find the envelope, and Fraud and she were going to talk about Fraud finding the second envelope, but Messi was the first person to find the envelope, and she just read out the content of the envelope. That's what she was talking about. Okay, you've just gotten immunity and everything. And I don't think that that went down well with with Ike at all, because of what he said, or because of how he reacted. So let me play the video where he was like literally shocked at the fact that Messi was the one that found the envelope. He was like, how did she find that envelope? That girl is a witch. Hey, I was like, this is very serious. She was like, how did she find the envelope? That girl is a witch. Like, how is it that she found it? So I'm going to let me just add that to the stream right now and play for you guys. Hold on. He was so shocked. Like, he did not expect that she was going to be the one to find it. Neither did he want her to find it. I don't think he wanted her to find it, but yeah.
How did Messi see that? I see the God. What the fuck? You can't tell me nothing. How? How? How did Messi see that shit? I knew there was something under the rug, yeah. So I told Perry. I felt the energy. I was like, I told Perry.
Is the fact that she passed when he was saying that? Let me take it back to where she passed. Is the fact that she passed when he was saying that? So she literally, obviously heard what he was saying.
I knew there was.
Okay, let me go back more. She literally heard what was going on. You guys.
I knew there was something under the rug, yeah. So I told Perry. I felt the energy. I was like, I told Perry.
So he noticed that she passed, right? And they now shook each other. You guys, this house is getting more and more interesting. So she passed when he was talking about how did she find it, that girl is a witch, how did she find that shit and all of that. And he noticed that she passed, and then she passed back. But when she passed back, it was like, you. She just laughed, and he also laughed back. So she definitely knew what he was saying, or she heard what he was saying. And that's when they now exchange greetings, like, you as this house, you see, you and I in this house. I think that these people are going to really be in a major competition in this house. So when she passed back, he greeted her. Let me just show you guys where that whole greeting situation happened between them, and they were just laughing.
That you get, you. But I just wanted pure energy. No, because you felt it was you.
So seeing that, I was like, maybe this is all a joke. It's not really that deep, it's not really that serious. But looking at this whole thing, I was like, maybe this is not a joke, maybe this is not even that serious, because I just saw like them laughing. But there was another video where he was with Angel, right? And he was talking about the fact that Messi cannot win a second time. She cannot eat that money a second time. So this whole game, or this whole target, or this whole situation is real. Somebody also said that he said, hold on, you guys, there's a okay. I would like to bring out another comment that I saw about what he said. Okay, he said to Angel, okay, hold on. We go put Messi for tight corner. That was the statement he made. He was having a conversation with Angel, and all of these things is what he said. We go put Messi for tight corner, right? So he's really serious about whatever it is that he is doing towards Messi, or whatever it is that he feels towards Messi. Let me show you guys the video where he told Angel that Messi cannot win a second time.
People day, no way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, go chop this money twice. That's bad.
If she chop and twice, I will there rooting for her.
I see that's female power, but no, I don't know about you. I mean, I have no problem with her, literally, but I just know that it's not serious threats. But she get a powerful god.
So basically what I got from this is that obviously he sees her as a threat, as expected. Messi is obviously a threat, and he acknowledges her as a threat, and he's now seeing that she no go chop that money twice. So it may get toxic, or you may get to the point where it's like, I must do everything in my power to conspire against this person, or however I can spoil people's minds or whatever, right? It may get to that point. But for now, what I'm seeing or what I'm perceiving is like him seeing her as a threat, and he's just like, this is how he's expressing himself, from saying, how did she find this, to now where he's talking about she no go chop that money twice. But you can see that he also acknowledged that her God's strong. Like, she gets strong God, and he also acknowledged that she's a threat. So he knows that she's a major threat. Let me just read some of the comments that are here. Ogene Ruke Oyo handsome. Oshe said, hey, we there here for you. Thanks. And then Zika Wajam said, Annie baby, longest time. Greetings there. Greetings to you too, you guys. So that is mainly it for Messi and Ike and what is going on between the both of them. Ike also mentioned that he knows that Messi will be on his matter because he had heard some scenes outside of the house, and her talking about him or something, and he doesn't want to really mention it. And Angel was just coming from the angle of, who told you that Messi is even talking about you? Who told you that she even thinks about you? Like, what would she be doing talking about you? Right? So Angel said if she wins, she's going to root for her. So, you guys, hold on. Okay. So let's now talk about what caused issues, what caused the fight between Frodd and Venita, because there was a whole back and forth there. Venita was just talking. Frodd was like, I'm not really here for all this. I'm not trying to do this with you. But earlier on, Big Brother told them to, like I mentioned earlier on in this video, Big Brother told them to look for envelopes that had the possibility of granting them immunity. Messi found the first one, and then Shay found the second one, or he spotted the second one. But Frodd was also in that position, or in that space where Shay was looking for it. So immediately Shay spotted it. Frodd now went there for it, tried to put his hand forward to try to also get it, right? And that's how they dragged the envelope, till other people came, tried to also collect it, and Frodd was the one that finally got it, right? So at the end of the day, that's what caused the issues later on. But yeah, this is what happened. As you guys can see, from this video, it's very obvious that Shay was the first person to spot it, and he was trying to reach it, and that's when Frodd now tried to get it. But Frodd was now painting the picture like, okay, we both I was searching this chair, I was going to go there, and we both found it together, kind of thing, right? So Frodd ended up collecting the envelope, After he took it, Big Brother now called them together in the lounge. Messi read out the content of her own envelope. It was now time to settle the whole Shay situation. Fraud and Shay, they were now like talking about it. Fraud was trying to get Shay to like understand that he didn't really mean it that way, or it was almost like he was trying to convince Shay that they were both going for it together. That's why he went for it, right? Meanwhile, Shay obviously knew that he was the one that picked it first. But I think Fraud's conscience was just, freaking him somehow. That's why he was like trying to talk to Shay. So at the point where he was trying to talk to Shay, Shay now told him that it's fine. Like, I'm okay, it's fine. Venita now involved herself in the equation and was telling Fraud that it's because his guilty conscience is freaking him. That's why he's turning to explain himself. And he was like, he's not feeling guilty or anything. So that's how Venita entered the equation. And it did not end there. It still went further. They still continued later on. But I'm just giving you guys the detail of how everything escalated. It was just that back and forth between them. That's what they call it, Venita and Fraud, or Shay and Fraud, before Venita now came into the equation.
No, boss, don't worry. There's no problem. I'm going to turn you around to face me, man. No worries. Don't worry.
So you can see the whole back and forth. Shay is forming, don't worry, I'm not angry. Don't feel like I'm angry. Of course, we know that Shay was obviously not happy with the whole thing. I feel like Shay is just going to have all that in his mind and revenge later. That's kind of like how I see Shay. So Venita now included herself in the equation. And at this point, it was still fine. It was not still that deep, right? It was later on that Venita now brought up the topic again when Fraud was having a conversation with Ike, and I was just like, this situation is getting serious. Now, do you know the funniest part, you guys? That envelope now did not have immunity. It was literally the envelope that said better luck next time. So this very envelope that they were dragging, they were trying to they're trying to drag between themselves and who got it. Did not have anything. After Messi came and read out her own immunity statement, Fraud was thinking that okay, maybe his own will have immunity. Now, Big Brother now said the person that is wielding the envelope should come out, and Fraud now came out to read the contents, and it said, "Better luck next time." The shock on people's faces, like, it was so epic because it's like, okay, now you are seeing it. It's almost like karma almost happening immediately. So it was so shocking and it was fun because they were just laughing. It was a crazy situation, you guys. Let me just appear very late so here, or let me just show you guys a full screen.
Will the wielder of the second envelope stand up?
Better luck next time. Yeah.
Shay,
Yes, big brother.
better luck next time. Housemates,
Go on.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Like, it was so crazy because they were shocked at that. And obviously, like, that smile from Shay just showed that, okay, now that you've dragged the paper from me, you've taken the paper from me, what did you gain? You're seeing it. Nothing came out of it, right? So that was like what happened. And that statement that Big Brother used, like the person wielding the envelope should come out. Venita also still used it against Fraud later on, right? So now this was Big Brother telling Shay better luck next time, after referring to Fraud as the person that was wielding the envelope, right? And then he now told Shay better luck next time. It's almost like he was trying to tell the housemates that Shay was the one that found the envelope first. So they all got the clue. They got to understand that because Big Brother told Fraud and Shay to resolve their problem, and as to who got the envelope first, they did not agree to resolve it. So that was Big Brother's own way of telling them that Shay was the one that got the envelope first. Now later on, Fraud was having a conversation with Ike, just like not even related to this particular thing. Next thing, Venita came from nowhere. You went off. I mean, you went this thing on me, unprovoked. Da 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 da. I'm like, excuse me, ma. What's going on? Like, this was talking about something completely different, and you're still bringing this situation. And she came in a very, very loud way. Like, how is it that this? Where is this coming from? Right? So she just came in and she was talking to Fraud, and then Fraud was not telling her that I was not even talking to you. So how even then, like from the beginning, I was not talking to you. How did you even get yourself involved in this situation? And Benita is saying I can involve myself wherever I want to involve myself. Da 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 da. I say this is good. This is trouble that is literally brewing between these two people. This is trouble that is literally brewing between these two people. Like, I don't know. So this is where Benita came in.
Unprovoked.
I'm shutting it down because I didn't want him to feel so mad.
But he wasn't even mad. No, you didn't even.
But why are you not like talking about it and stressing?
You initiated that. Same thing you did just here.
That's the problem. It was Ike I was
That's
talking
what you
to.
just told me here now. That Ike now
What am I
said.
telling you? Was I talking to you?
Venita no grill. Like Venita was on it. I don't even understand what really prompted her to do that, but it was just her just going off on Fraud, and he wasn't really trying to have her in the equation, but she was still like, yeah, you initiated this, you initiated that. I'm like, they're done with that situation right now. They're not talking about who initiated what. They're done with that, so you don't really have to bring that in. And it kind of escalated a little bit later on, where they were just still like, it got a little bit heated up at some point between them.
I didn't release for you. That's the problem. You're fixing yourself in and on it.
You're saying.
I'm trying to tell you to stay away from
No,
it.
I can respond to you if I want
There you
to.
go.
Yes, I can.
But regardless, if you want to talk about it,
Wahala be like bicycle. This house is like on a crazy, crazy, crazy vibe. Now there's this thing that I don't know if I told you guys about the fact that Big Brother told them that. Sorry, let me just read these comments. Adiza Yusuf said, I think I prefer this live. Yeah, I think I actually like going live because it's kind of easier to, just put out a video. So like I was saying, hold on. Okay, so Big Brother, for their live nominations, they had their nomination process. They did nominations today, right? So Big Brother told them earlier on that this season they're allowed to conspire. So no more, you cannot discuss nominations. Now you can literally discuss nominations between yourselves, who you want to nominate, just conspire basically. And instead of them to conspire like maybe in twos, highest in threes, these people decided to conspire as a group. I don't know who taught them that that's how you conspire. Literally, they decided to conspire as a large group. We had Angel, Doyin, Ilebaye, Princess, Kidwaya joined them at a point, Stolani Badge, like all of them came together to talk about who they wanted to nominate. And that is how what's her name? Benita's name came up. Apparently the person that they all decided that they were going to nominate was Benita. So that's what their conspiracy brought about, right? So this is their their little coven, or I don't even know what to call it. Let me just call it their conspiration. Hey, conspiracy group. I also speak rubbish. So let me just show you guys. So these are the people that were conspiring. They were trying to think of like a name to call, and they called Benita's name.
That's just upload fast so that no, you know that I feel like I like that they did this conspiracy thing because we need brains behind it. Yes. It's very big. Nomination cannot be just personal. Okay, so Venita. You're too quiet for my liking. I'm listening to you guys. I'm Venita's actually nominated.
You guys, did you hear what Princess told Ilebaye? Let me show you guys again. Princess told Ilebaye during this conversation. Princess told Ilebaye, "You're too quiet for my liking," and she wasn't wrong. Like, you can't all be trying to think of a name to call for who you nominate, and it means that person. Oh, you guys, I hope my network is not having issues. Okay. yeah, so you can't just be coming together to say that you guys are going to nominate somebody and there's somebody that's not talking. If there's anybody that's not talking, know that that person is going to be the 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 person is going to give the reports. Is not going to follow suit. So Princess told Ilebaye, "You're too quiet for my liking," and Ilebaye was like, "I'm just listening to you." And Ilebaye was one of the people, like, she literally called, like, she didn't call Venita's name. They all agreed that they were going to call Venita's name when they go into the diary room to nominate. But Ilebaye did not call Venita's name. Instead, she nominated Tolani Badge. Like, she literally, I was already saying that this is a very large group. This group is too large for them to even, like, think about anything. But sorry, I was thinking that maybe the betrayal, or I'll call it betrayal, because they all came together to agree on something. So I don't know, betrayal is a deep word to use, but let's just use the word betrayal here, because she stepped out of the agreement, right? So the coven already has already scattered, because they didn't follow suit. They didn't follow the plan. I didn't even know it was going to happen in this first nomination. I was thinking that maybe later on, but Lebaye did not call Venita's name. Even Kidwaya did not call Venita's name after all the planning. So Princess was right. Princess was right to have suspected her for that, the fact that she wasn't talking when all of them were trying to conspire, literally. And then I think this is when,
Because I like him. I said because it can be used as a pawn. Here it is. There's a reason behind it. It's not be saying I know.
what were they even talking about here? Okay, they were talking about Ike. So basically, Doi feels like Ike is somebody that can be used as a pawn in the game, like somebody that you can use to get information from other people. So this was her revealing why she wanted them to nominate, wanted them not to nominate Ike, because they also talked about, they suggested, okay, maybe they should nominate Ike, and Doyin said, no, we need Ike later on in the game. I don't know why she was sitting with a group of 6 people and telling them her strategies or what she plans to do in the game. That's a large group. You can't be telling them that this is why you don't want to nominate this person. You can use the person later. They'll snitch on you. Literally, they're still going to snitch on you. So I don't know why she told them that, but that was just her telling them why she didn't want them to nominate Ike. Basically,
When I said we can't use Ike, I didn't say because I like him. I said because it can be
let me make this larger so you guys can see better.
When I said we can't use Ike, I didn't say because I like him. I said because it can be used as a pawn. Here it is. There's a reason behind it. It's not be saying I know.
So nominations are going to be very interesting because of this whole conspiracy of a thing. We would not only look forward to seeing the people that they nominate, we would also be looking forward to seeing the planning that is going to go. Okay, yeah.
Venita.
Let me show you guys how the housemates nominated, who they called, and then we'll now discuss exit full screen, and then we'll now talk about um you know everything. So this is how the housemates nominated. Let me leave the
Princess.
Venita.
Levi.
Tolani Badge.
Princess.
Perry.
Doyin.
Venita.
Soma.
Venita.
Venita.
Ike. Ilebaye.
Ilebaye.
Doyin.
Princess.
She.
Okay, so these are the names that the housemates called up for possible evictions. I missed Neil, Angel, and Adekunle's videos. So for Neil nominated White Money. Okay. Angel nominated Shay. Adekunle nominated Princess. So that is how the nominations went. Let me just read it out for you again. Princess nominated, Emperor nominated Princess. A lot of them called Venita's name, and a lot of them called Ilebaye's name, Princess's name. So these are the people that are on the radar. These are the people that are on the. These are the people that I guess would be nominated a lot. So nobody called Sissy, nobody called Alex, nobody called, whose name was also missing there. White Money's name was called. Neo called White Money. Nobody called Neo. No, Neo, right? Nobody called Neo. Nobody called Uriel. So a lot of them were not actually nominated. A lot of them were not actually nominated. He can never call. Hey, I literally played the video. Maybe you can rewatch this live stream and see it when the live stream ends. You can just like replay it and see it. Let me just read some of the comments. Joe Max TV said, "Hello Anita, it has been a while." And Ezekiel Ulumide Hamzat. No, it has not been a while, Joe Max TV. I've been here. And Ezekiel says, Anita, is it just me or Angel doesn't rate Shay to be a strong housemate? Yeah. Yeah, during their conversation about who to nominate, Angel said they should nominate Shay, and they were like, he probably Doyen was saying that he has a strong fan base, he was top 5 in his set, and Angel was like, so like being top 5 doesn't mean that you're a strong contender or you have a strong fan base. So I don't think she does. I don't think she rates Sheyi as a strong contender. You know, it's just her thoughts, Sha. So I'm not gonna really like fault her for it. That's just how she thinks. I also think that, I don't know. But yeah, speaking about the nomination, I'm still talking about the nomination and how they went in and nominated. Kidwaya nominated um Lebaye. Levi was part of the coven and Kidwaya nominated her. So that is a very interesting dynamics. The coven has already scattered even before it started. So what else did I even miss out on here? I think there's still some things that I've not spoken about. Okay, yeah. You guys, have you seen the head of house room? I don't know if you guys have seen the head of house room. Let me take this comment away. The head of house room is a full-blown lounge. The former level 2 house is where they use for the head of house room, and it has a gym. So they literally have access to a gym, and they have a snooker board. They have like, it's a big house. So Adekunle won the head of house. I posted this in my community tab. Adekunle won the head of house, and he had the opportunity to choose 4 people to come stay with him. Sorry, he had the opportunity to choose 4 people that would come stay with him in the head of house lounge. If I say lounge, Big Brother called them BFFs. So he nominated Soma, Sheyi, Fraud, and Cross. Right. So all of them are going to be with him up there. So they have full blown access to the head of house lounge. They can sleep there. They can use the gym, use the toilet. They have access to everything there. But you guys, the head of house lounge literally has a gym, as in legit gym. That's a serious upgrade from what it used to be before. You guys, if you're here, please like this video. So let me just take this out. Let me just take this out and show you guys something. Let me add this part to the live stream and post it. Okay, let me just read some of the comments so that we can start thinking about how we're going to round up. Michael said, "My love, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you." Michael Toby, if you guys want to call in, I don't think I'm going to do calling in today because we had a lot to unpack today. So maybe another day I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to call in. I went live on Instagram, and I'm going to be going live sometimes on Instagram. Maybe if they are doing anything like this particular head of house games, it was a very long one. So I went live on Instagram and I captured it. I'm going to put my Instagram name. Whether I'm gonna get my Instagram link self and post. My Instagram page is private, and it's not because I'm trying to, it's not because of anything per se. It's just, oh, okay. You guys, I'm also streaming on Facebook. I almost forgot that I'm streaming on Facebook. So I'm also streaming on Facebook. So you can be catching up from Facebook. Let me drop my Instagram page so that you guys can join and watch some things live when I'm live, and you not miss out on anything, right? So I put my page on private because of the fact that they usually take down people's page sometimes. People that post Big Brother updates. So that is my Instagram link. You guys, I hope my network is not breaking. Okay, let me just continue with the comments. Doyin said she wants to talk to Adekunle now about their issues since reunion ended. Oh, yo, you guys, I'm not even I don't know what's happening right now. Let me not tune in. I'll tune in later. God, I've been waiting for this. What exactly? Ebo Solomon, what exactly have you been waiting for? Fear women. Ah, don't fear us. Oh. In fact, fear us. And 11 also fighting for Adekunle's loyalty. Yo, I'm going to try to see what's up. So if you follow me, I'm going to accept. Sometimes I forget to accept. In fact, I don't remember that I'm supposed to accept because I'm not used to putting my page on private, but I'm going to try and accept when you guys follow. So I think that's all that I have to unpack today. Let me be sure that everything is complete. If you want to call in, just let me know so I can drop. No, we're not calling in today. We're not doing like calling in today because, like I said, this video is pretty long. Yeah. So Adekunle, head of house, and I've also was a memory challenge, and you guys remember during his season, if he has anything to do with remembering things, like if they are head of house challenge or if there are any challenge they're doing has to do with remembering things, remembering patterns, remembering, Adekunle is always like he has been good at it. So I was not surprised that he won the head of house games. I was expecting that from the beginning, and congratulations to him. He has done really well for himself, being the first head of house in the the is this Titans in this All Stars season, right? Can you help us to nominate sessions? I don't know what that means. Do you mean nomination sessions? I've played it. I just played it. I just played their nomination video. I'm just gonna play it one more time for those that did not watch it to see.
Princess.
This is not the beginning.
Princess.
Venita.
Levi.
Tola Libaj.
Princess.
Perry.
Doyin.
Venita.
Soma.
Venita.
Venita.
Ike. Elebaye.
Elebaye.
Doyin.
Princess.
She.
Venita everywhere. And like I said, I missed some people's names. Some people see like I didn't capture Adekunle's own. Adekunle nominated Princess, Neo nominated White Money, and Angel nominated Shay. So that's it. I think this live video has lasted for a while. Let me not make it too long so that people can catch up on it later. It will not be too. It's not going to be too much for them to catch up on it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll most likely see you guys live tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to be going live very often. I'll most likely see you guys tomorrow. Next, if you want to watch this live stream, check you can visit my page and check in the live session. It's not going to show in my normal video session. It's going to go show in the live session. And don't forget to like if you're still here. Like no, it's like this, not like this. Drop a thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. So bye guys, see you guys very soon. Love you, kisses. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. Manuel said by what time. There's no specific time that I'm going to be live, to be honest, but I'm going to maybe. I honestly do not know because the way Big Brother is hard to tell. But yeah, I'll give you guys an update. If I start having a specific live streaming time, I'll let you guys know. So yeah, bye bye.